the Olympics next year already.
I know.
How fast time flies, right? 2024 was the last one. The next one's going to be next year, 2026. And definitely, this is a partnership that's going to be built on greatness. The Olympic Games represent the absolute pinnacle of human performance. And with TCL as an official worldwide Olympic and Paralympic partner through 2032, wow, Jamie, innovation and excellence will reach even greater heights.
Greater heights indeed. That video, Justin, was amazing. You feel every roar. There, something amazing is within your reach. It's within your living room. From cutting-edge technology, from bringing cutting-edge technology to the Olympic Village, to enhancing the fan experience worldwide. TCL is not just supporting the games, it is elevating them.
I love it. Can you imagine watching the Olympics on an amazing screen like that? 115-inch world's largest TCL.
We want that.
I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed. But speaking of excellence, Jamie, tonight we're absolutely honored to welcome a very, very special guest, a visionary who leads TCL's global brand strategy and continues to drive its innovation on the world stage.
We are so lucky to have her with us on stage, here to introduce more about this extraordinary journey. Please welcome the Deputy Director of Marketing of TCL Philippines. Please clap your hands for Ms. Shay Yu.
And joining her is a true champion and a source of immense pride for the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the country's top pole vaulter and two-time Olympian. He holds the Asian record with a remarkable clearance of 6 meters at the 2023 World Athletics Championships, where he clinched the silver medal. And notably, he became the first Asian to join the elite 6-meter club in pole vaulting. Let's please give a big round of applause for Mr. Ernest John E.J. Obiena. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
All right, please have a seat, EJ, Ms. Shay. What an honor to have both of you on stage with us.
Yeah. Give another big round of applause for this, please, ladies and gentlemen. We're here talking about the Olympics and what this means for TCL, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What a collaboration, what a partnership, and it is really wonderful that we have EJ here as one of our world-class athletes to speak about this collaboration.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you guys for the warm welcome as well.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. First and foremost, I guess let's start with Ms. Shay, if that's okay. Now, Ms. Shay, TCL's announcement as the official worldwide Olympic and Paralympic partner through all the way till 2032 definitely is a major milestone. It's a major milestone, right? Now, from your perspective, what does this partnership mean for TCL, and how do you envision it empowering the fans and athletes across the globe?
Oh, let's just say it's a great boom. And if we are in the Olympics, this is us landing the ball with no wobble. Being a worldwide Olympic partner is more than just a badge of honor, it's a declaration. This partnership allows us to bring the spirit of the game directly into people's lives. It's not just about gameplay, it's more about experiences. And of course, we are doing this while keeping everything of our devices sleek, smart, and sustainable. So whether you're an athlete and chasing gold or just chasing around some good appliances for your house, we have got your back. And also, let's just be honest, if we can keep the Olympic fans feel like they are in Paris or in LA watching from their couch with popcorn in hand, I'd like to say that's a gold medal moment right there.
A gold medal moment right there. I love that. And I love that you started off with saying it's like landing the vault with no wobble. And speaking of that, we have one of the best when it comes to that field. EJ, firstly, as a Filipino, congratulations. We are so proud of you. Can we give him a round of applause?
EJ, please.
I don't know, I have to be honest, as I'm talking to you and looking at you, I'm so proud of you. I have goosebumps. And again, we're honored. Congratulations on your recent win at the Taiwan International Pole Vault Championship. You truly deserve that round of applause. I'm going to keep asking him to do that. Now, we heard that the conditions were pretty tough. Now, especially with the fog. So how did that affect your performance? And tell us, what did the win mean to you at this stage of your journey, EJ?
I mean, typically it's not like that. Typically we compete and the conditions are pretty good or decent at the very best. But at that time, it just suddenly came in and maybe a few minutes, it's really just flew in and it won't fly away. And I had no choice because if I didn't jump, I would have by default lose because I've not made a bar yet. So when the Americans wanted to continue, I had no choice but to respond, okay, I'll try my best. So I remember vividly the first attempt, I didn't know where I was at. I hit the bar and I didn't know where I was landing. And it's like, okay, wait, okay, I'm safe. So like slowly and surely, you know, your multiple repetitions and that chase of perfection in your movements definitely kick in, and you start to get a bit of sense of where you are. Then the second jump was a little bit, you know, hit or miss, and then the third one, I more or less knew where I was, even though I can't see. So with that, I would say it was one of the most challenging competitions I've ever been. At the same time, the win just shows me that I am still a good competitor, and I am still hungry every competition for, you know, chasing that win, for not letting it go, because I could have, but pursuing that, as I said, excellence and like competitive spirit, it's something that I still have, and I'm happy to know that I still have it.
I love that. Despite the challenges, despite the fog, you continued to chase that win. The chase for perfection, and despite it being foggy during the competition, wow, what a win. I'm sure you're proud of it, and please know, we fellow Filipinos are very proud of you as well. Now, you talk about how you prepare. You said you chase for perfection, and you really make sure you practice. Now, with the Olympics in the horizon, I mean, Justin, you mentioned it, February next year.
Yeah,
so close. How's the preparation going, and what's the vibe like in your training camp here in the Philippines?
Right now it's tough. Under all the clothes, my skin is burnt, like sunburned to the max. You know, every day you always try to find something to improve, and I think that's the Olympic spirit. That is the Olympic movement per se. That's, I believe, what TCL as well is doing. It's the constant chase to perfection. And that's what we do in our training camp. Even though sometimes it's a little bit too hard, you pursue it, you push through it, and you do what you need to do to get to the next step. And I think that chase is what motivates most athletes, at least for me personally. It's that chase to knowing that I could do better. There's things for me to improve. It's something that there could be a stone to be turned and actually get an extra centimeter out of myself. And I think that in itself is something to chase for.
Hungry for that chase for perfection. And I love what you said, EJ. You said that is something that is showcased by a wonderful brand like TCL as well. So with Miss Shay here on stage, I mean, you must be so proud. From now through 2032. That's amazing, right?
Yes, actually, before we go all the way to 2032, can we go back to your last, to overcoming the fog and everything, right? Because I think even right now I see this, right? And I can already see the faces of people here. But you're on a world stage, you know what I mean? Like everyone in the world can see you. What drives you to just get in there? You know, like you can't see where you're going. Can you bring us back to that moment where you were just like, whatever, I'm just gonna go for it?
I think you gotta remember that we do this multiple times. Like, competition is only a small piece of what we do, and that's our moment to show the world what we have worked for.
Yeah.
And with that constant repetition comes muscle memory and how can you say be comfortable with the uncertainty.
Love it.
And my coach has always been a very huge advocate of winning in any circumstances. And that's an opportunity for me. And to be honest, I also have that a bit of a chip on my shoulder being an Asian in a sport that's heavily dominated by non-Asians, Europeans and Americans. That when the American said that, okay, we should continue because he already had jumped the bar and he knows I have not, I felt like, well, I'm going to show you.
And you showed them.
I'm gonna show you.
You showed the world, MJ.
So is that something you tell yourself, for example, like, what is a way that you psych yourself up mentally before any competition? Is there a specific phrase that you tell yourself, like, I'm the best, 1 more meter higher, or whatever it is?
It depends on how I feel. But
Okay.
typically when you feel pressure, that's where I really challenge saying of the Greek and king. When she said like pressure is a privilege, and what it means is being in that moment, feeling this a little bit, even now, like feeling a little bit worried of what I'm going to say. It means that what I'm doing here is worth something. Therefore, it is a privilege for me to be here in front of everyone, to speak in front of everyone and enjoy the moment.
I love it.
You're inspiring us. Pressure is a privilege. See? Yes, let's give them a round of applause once again.
Now we were talking about some of EJ's habits, you know, some of her mindsets and stuff. So to mix it up a bit, Miss Shay, you've been working in the tech industry for a while now. So what's one unexpected habit, maybe even a funny habit that you have, that you've developed over the years because of working in tech and innovation? Anything come to mind?
Okay, let's just say confession time. So I think I have developed this kind of obsession and instinct. When I'm entering my friend's home, I will check if these appliances are smart enough. Like, for example, I walked into their house and I was just judging their TV. Oh, what's the resolution? What's the technology you are using for it? And they have a special advanced technology. Same for the air conditioning. That they talk back to you, like our Freshing 3.0. And for example, actually for recent years, I don't even get more remote controls anymore. So actually, I think every home have a drawer of a lot of labeled legacy remotes. And actually now remote control we're already getting rid of. Right. So it's a problem, but every brand we are involved in, and the TCL, we are just same spread with the Olympics, with the athletes. We are trying to elevate ourselves and inspire greatness.
I love it. Just taking it to the next level, like we were saying earlier on, right? I love how she said, like legacy remotes. Like, get with the program. It's 2025. Check out the TCL's remotes. You know what I mean?
You're definitely elevating lifestyles. And Michelle, I kind of want to see your home now, considering I can feel and foresee that it's really a home that's smart, smarter, cleaner, sharper, etc. Everything works and it's a system. And going back to EJ, talking about systems that work, that are smarter, clearer, sharper, what about you? Let's talk about the system that works for you, especially when it comes to your support system. What does it take for you to compete and train at the level that you do?
It takes more than me, definitely. It takes a team. I do compete in an individual sport. I do compete alone when I'm on the field, but as I said, that's a really small part of what we do. And I can't handle every little thing that unfortunately is going to my life. Therefore, I have my coach that would point me to the right direction, help me with the technical adjustment, help me plan how we're going to approach a season. And then I have my physio to make sure every day I am my best physical shape to train and of course improve the recovery time and everything. And sometimes each individual is too close to their life that you can't really see what's going on. And this is where my psychologist comes in and really help me gives it quite a different perspective. And sometimes it just, it makes you realize, wait, this is not so complicated. I'm just too zoned in into the crap that I'm doing, but it kind of, how do you say, it's too much on my face. And then of course you have your training partners and you have a lot of people, support people that allows me to do what I do. And with that, they empower me, they allow me to really perform and be fully recovered, focused, only on one thing, competing and being a better version of myself come the competition day.
So I think suffice to say, you wouldn't have been able to reach these great heights without that support system. Yeah?
It truly takes a village, EJ, Michelle, and Justin, and it's inspiring. And speaking of inspiring, I've said it before, you are an inspiration to a lot of Filipinos, especially the young Filipino athletes. Now, what do you think they need most right now to help them dream bigger like you, to help them chase perfection, to help them chase that hunger in them to compete and to go further in sports?
Yeah, we're taking notes, okay? So you can like list it down, you give us bullet points, we need better facilities, whatever it is. Like, what do we need?
Do we have enough time?
For you, EJ, we always have time. Go ahead.
But kidding aside, I think the first thing is to have an accessible facility. Even with the TCL, I would say, what's the point of having clothes if you don't have, to wash them? Like it's like the opportunity to do it. If you don't have space for it, you can't really try it. And for my sport specifically, there's very limited number of pole vaulting facilities. Therefore, it doesn't matter how much a kid wants to dream to pole vault. If there's no space for him or her to try it, there's unfortunately very slim chance. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I believe for countries such as us, with the great interest in sport, it really truly is just a matter of making it accessible. Maybe tennis, maybe basketball, maybe any other sport out there. As long as you make it accessible, kids will be then able to continue to dream and try. It really tests, okay, is this something that I want to do, or is it something I'm just interested about? But you don't get to know that unless you get to try.
I love that. Make it accessible. So that's really a great message out there for those who have the power to support our Filipino athletes.
That's right, bro. Gosh.
I want to fist bump
We
as
got
well.
to fist bump EJ, everything. And now Miss Shea, here we go. Here, I'm passing it on to you there. Okay, there you go. Now with Miss Shea, clearly you've been hearing about EJ and his Olympic spirit throughout all of this, right? I didn't really see a leader in you know what I mean? Like empowering the future generations of Filipino Olympians. So Ms. Shea, talking about that Olympic spirit in the Philippines, how will TCL translate that same Olympic spirit into its products and innovations that touch people's lives every single day?
Well, I'd like to think of the Olympic spirit as a big and universal push to be better. And it has more meaning for stronger, faster, and more connected. And it doesn't matter like whether it's in a very well-developed country or it's like in the Philippines, because everyone, we all have the spirit to have better evaluation of everything. That same energy lives in our brand and products also. So every time we design a new product or a smart appliances, we will ask, how does this product make people's life better? Make the life of all the people in different regions better. So, for example, we are using AI technology to anticipate user needs, as our product directors have introduced. And now all of our products is upgraded in 2025 with AI features. So we don't just only show stories. We are also immersive. Every home, every family needs them. So we are making everyday life a highlight reel. So you may not just be winning a gold medal in your sports tournaments. And also we are providing a gold medal in your living room. And the windows that surround it with all the high-tech features for your life.
What a great brand. A brand that answers what will make your life better. Great question for a brand like TCL to continuously ask. And as you said, you've integrated AI because AI is the way forward.
Future.
Yes, exactly. That is the future. Now, EJ, a brand like that, in your opinion, how meaningful is it for a brand like TCL, known for innovation and excellence, to be part of the Olympic movement? And what kind of impact do you think this kind of partnership can have on athletes and fans alike?
I think this partnership is great because, as Ms. Shea said, Olympics is the chase to greatness, to constant improvement, the chase to perfection. And I believe TCL, with the way she described herself, checking every little, appliances, air conditioning, TV, how can it be better? It's the same thing how we approach our daily life, how we approach training. What can I do today that would lead to better performances? And I think it's the same avenue, it's the same path of how TCL views their products. It's like, okay, this product is good, but what could we do to make it better? And as you said, AI is the way. Therefore, integrating it, having it as a part of your system is definitely going to be the right step forward. For athletes, for me, maybe the simplest way is to simplify our daily lives. Having that video review and a TV that we could see every movement and every detail, nerd out on every split second that we do, and like counting the frames and all of these things out, which I do quite a bit, is something that would simplify and expedite and really make it easier for us to do what we should do. Focus more on what will improve our performances and not on, thinking, where's my remote?
Yes, exactly. So again, simplifying your experience and making sure you're able to really analyze what's going on, what can be better, the constant chase for that answer, what can make it better? Athletes and TCL alike. Now, on a lighter note, Dustin, EJ, Miss Shay, EJ, if you could bring one TCL product with you to the Olympic Village, we're curious to know, what would it be and why?
For Paris, it's definitely the air conditioning. It is the air conditioning.
You're gonna bring a whole aircon over to bed.
If it's TCL, it's gonna work.
I was like, wow, that's how much he loves TCL, guys. He's willing to bring an aircon all the way to the Olympic Village. You need it. That's
Yeah,
right.
I heard about that. But yes, great choice, EJ and Miss Shay. Wonderful answers. EJ, both of you are so inspiring. Can we give both of them a big round of applause?
Yo, that's it. You know what? I'm on that train. I want to bring an aircon with me also everywhere I go.
I
Can
know.
I be like my tech rider for all my events or whatever?
I
I'm
want to
gonna
bring a
my
TV
TCL
with me
aircon.
everywhere I go.
I love it. I love it. Let's give them another big applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much again, Ms. Shay and EJ Obiena for that insightful conversation. And I think it's absolutely incredible to see how TCL and the Olympics are coming together to inspire greatness on a global scale. One more big round of applause for them, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much.
Now, before we move on, again, we are in awe of both of you. So we're going to ask everybody to take pictures. We're going to snap a photo of all four of us here in the middle before you leave the stage. Is that okay? All right. So let's move forward, guys. Ladies and gentlemen,